Welcome to drinktec 2025 and welcome to Krones. Circular economy, cradle to cradle. Terms we come across everywhere and all the time, right? But let's be honest, does the implementation really work? Down to the very last bit? Or is it just buzzwords? We'll find out. To ensure that circular economy does not turn into a vicious circle, the PET experts of Krones have managed to finally close the loop. And I'm super glad to have one of them standing right next to me. And since he is product manager for plastics technology, he should now reveal how good, or maybe even bad, plastic really is. Please give it up for Jochen Forsthoevel. It's great to have you here.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you for having me here. My name is Jochen Forsthoevel. I'm in the plastics division, 20 years with Krones, and I'm a plastic bottle guy for that reason. No wonder I want to talk about PET, because this is my profession. Although plastic very often has a bad image.
It has, so I am super curious, and I bet you are too. That's why you're here. How bad or good is plastic really?
Well, it's true. Improperly, sorry, the presentation doesn't work.
There it is.
Now it works.
Yes.
Improperly disposed into the environment, plastic is a risk to sensitive ecosystems, and the same properties that make plastic such an excellent packaging material, perfect mechanics, durable, make it so harmful to the environment. And this is the reason. That means that we have to have a proper waste management system when we use plastic in big amounts like in packaging. So plastic must not end up into the nature. This is priority number one. And of course we need a little bit energy for manufacturing and processing of plastics.
But could we even theoretically do without plastics in the beverage industry?
Well, of course, plastic, PET is the most common material for plastic bottles, and it has excellent mechanical properties, excellent water and gas barrier. So technically, it's the perfect plastic for beverages. But of course, we do not have to pack beverages. We could drink tap water, or we could also try to pack all beverages in other materials like glass. But although glass is for some beverages an excellent solutions, life cycle assessments tell us that from the environmental standpoint, carbon footprint, water use, PET very often is the perfect solution.
Okay, so the advantages are clear, so that means we have to deal with that waste issue. So how can we now overcome this challenge, this piling up challenge in the true sense of the word?
Well, there are, for example, in Europe, some legislative framework is coming. We have here the Single-Use Plastics Directive, and we will have the Packaging and Packaging Waste Regulation. So this should be clear legal guidelines, and this will bring much more plastic back into the loop. That means after using the plastic, collecting, recycling, and reuse again. Sorry. Yeah.
All good.
So PET in particular is kind of a front runner among the plastics concerning the closed loop. We have customers that are using 100% rPET in their complete package portfolio with our machinery. And talking about the legal guidelines, currently we have mandatory collection rates of 77%. In 2030 it will be 90%, so we must recollect at least 90% of the bottles in Europe. We have mandatory recycling contents, currently 25%. In 2030 it will be, easy to remember, 30%. And the packaging and packaging waste regulation, we have a number coming that is 65% mandatory recycling plastic content in the bottles from 2040 on. And of course this means the plastic comes back into the loop and does not end up into the environment.
But there's a lot to take into account, that's for sure.
Yes, yes.
Sounds a bit exhausting, right? All these numbers and rules and deadlines.
Yeah. So it's not so easy for our customers and for us. That's clear. We live for good reasons, of course, when you look at these pictures in a fast-changing world. And it's getting tougher, and we need more know-how and also communication of the know-how along the value chain.
All right, so Mr. How did you name yourself? Plastic bottle guy?
Bottle guy.
I rather refer to you as my genie in a PET bottle. You just magically appear and all the issues disappear. If only it was that easy, right? But okay, you're the expert, so what do you suggest? How can we overcome challenges? Best case, not only tackle challenges, but turn them into new opportunities.
Yeah, fortunately, Krones saw the signs of the time early. So it doesn't work?
There it is, yes.
Fortunately, Krones saw the signs of the time early, so we were founded in '51 and we started with labelers. And ever since we have extended our product portfolio. We started in '97 with PET bottle blowing. We started developing PET recycling in 2002 and sold the first systems in 2008.
There was a major milestone 2008, right?
Yes, of course. It was even to Bangladesh.
But I remember, if I remember correctly, it's some time ago, but it was such a milestone. I do remember something about it. But if I remember correctly, you still were missing at least one piece of the puzzle back then. Have you found it by now?
Yes, so the value chain is from resin, we have the recycling there, to the bottled beverage on the pallet. And the missing link in Krones always was the preform production.
Okay.
But we closed that gap as well now.
Okay, awesome. How did you do it? Can you tell, or is it top secret?
No, it's not top secret. So probably many of you already know, in 2018 we acquired the company MHT, Mold and Hot Runner Technology. That is a top-notch manufacturer of preform molds. From 2019 to 21, we integrated the company IPS, Integrated Plastic Systems, what already for a long time works as a system integrator for preform systems and also for cap systems. And finally, last year we had the possibility to acquire and to integrate the company Netztal, Swiss company. MHT is a German company, and they are, everybody knows them in the industry, top-notch producer of injection molding machines.
I love it that you team up with partners, right? If I have learned one thing from yesterday, where we had our sustainability day here at the forum, is we cannot shape the future alone. It is teamwork that eventually makes the dream work. So it's great that you do what you do and find the right partners. But how exactly can we picture this partnership, and even more important, what's in it for your customers?
Yeah, so MHT and Netztal will stay independent customers and go on serving their customers independently. But for the Krones beverage customers, we have a preform production system that is branded Krones, so blue column and so on. It's called Prefero, and it is integrated, installed and serviced by Krones service engineers. So from the customer side, it's more or less a Krones machine. We even have the spare parts for this machine in the Krones system, so Krones part numbers for these machines. For our customers, it's like a Krones machine. And that's an approach where we think we can make a difference.
And that is really convenient, I would say, for your customers. You just know all the top-notch technology under one roof. You have one partner to go to, and you will solve whatever needs to be solved. Yeah. All right. Okay. Having the right technology is one thing. Know-how is the other.
Well, that's true. So we have the machinery, and we have, of course, additional machinery, because from now on we have the so-called Prenexo, that is a soft link system between the preform production and the bottling line. Preforms are directly fed from the preform manufacturing to the blow molder, so this is complete vertical integration. So as mentioned, the name of the system is Prenexo, something like preform, Nexus, Latin or whatever for hub or connection. What is a soft handling system? Nothing too loud about that. It's made with conveyor belts and a very intelligent control and embedded in the Krones philosophy. It makes different production modes easy to realize for our customers, for the operators. So for example, you can produce directly inline, or you can have an overspeed on the preform manufacturing, and the excess preforms you bring to your warehouse, and you can use these preforms when you have maintenance on the injection molder. But you can also run completely decoupled. That means that the preform machine is making, for example, a half-liter preform, and at the same time the system gives you the ability to feed a 1.5 liter preform to the lines, and you can via this device produce a 1.5 liter bottle with your line.
All right. What I love about Krones is you don't talk about a customer-supply relationship. You really talk partnership, bringing partnership to the next level, also, of course, with a new PET line of the future. That also means that you share your know-how. So you also help your customers with your knowledge to make their life easier. Is that true?
That is true, of course. We do not only have the machinery, but we do have the know-how, and we have the communication between the people with the know-how on the different steps of the value chain, because we have everything under one roof, no language barriers. That's perfect. We can deliver, for that reason, perfectly deliver these kind of complete solutions to our customers. So from PET, plastic pellet, the small granules, to the packed beverage on the big pallet that is standing at the retailer.
All right, but it's easy talking. We should say it's time for action. So what exactly are you doing?
So what are we doing? When you look at the market today, you can see already many of our big customers using 100% rPET. So this is nothing new for us. Sorry. So we're in the market with recycling systems. We're in the market with injection molding systems, and of course we're in the market with complete beverage lines. We are well known for that. We happily support our customers with all the challenges that they face, be it bottle, preform, material, cap, neck finish, you name it. We have know-how in all these fields. We do a lot of package developments together with our customers, material tests, preform validations, can be bottle development for lightweighting or performance improvement, or just a new fancy bottle design. We do something like 850 blow mold tests, including lab reports with our customers per year, something like 20,000 blow molds per year. So we know what we're doing, and we do it a lot. And now we have the first systems vertically integrated in the market.
What exactly does that mean?
Well, I could try to explain it, but maybe it's easier when I show a short teaser.
That's a very good idea. Let's see.
Here you see at our customer Shepley, prototyping customer for the first Ingenic line, producing directly from here. You see the PET pellets. They are injection molded. Opening and closing of the mold. I must admit, this is kind of a slow motion because the cycle time is, I think, 4.87. Like you see on our PET point where Netztal is located, showing the system of that size. What we also have here at the customer, it's something like 108,000 preforms per hour maximum output.
Wow.
Of the injection molder. And these preforms are directly fed to the line. You see the Prenexo system now from the top, so conveyor to the Prenexo system. From the top, you have seen it. Also possibility, you saw the tipper to tip the preforms into the line from the warehouse.
Awesome.
Yeah. Completely integrated, one philosophy. This is the station with the preforms to warehouse. So the excess production of the preform injection molder is transported to the warehouse for times where you have maintenance and so on. Roller sorter feeding into the blower, bottle production, everything from Krones. Half-liter bottle, quite light. Labeler. So the line contains an ergo block with blowing, labeling, filling. Talking about filling, that was a filler. It's a dual fill, 2 carousels, and then of course the dry part that also comes from the Krones portfolio. Wow. And it's only possible to make these big and efficient projects happen with the right communication along the value chain, having everything under one roof. So now we are from the plastic pallet to the filled beverage on the pallet, going to the warehouse.
Amazing. Thank you so much for explaining. And what components of the line have you brought with you to Munich?
Well, if you're interested in the injection molding part, we have it over here. And of course, the complete booth is about the Ingenic line, something that we have here. Of course, when you're talking about consulting in terms of bottle development, bottle shapes, preform, you can always visit us over there where we have our bottle design, and over there where we have the features of the plastic technology, for example our new microwave flex wave oven, or also a small model of that connected preform manufacturing.
As you see, there's so much to experience, explore, discover, get hands-on, and discuss with our experts, of course. So if you have questions, where can we find you after this presentation?
Well, most of the time I'll hang around over there.
And are you open for feedback?
Of course, I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, then I'd say let's take this opportunity, mix, mingle, network, who knows, maybe the next groundbreaking idea is just around that or that corner. Jochen, thank you so much. Your applause, and thank you for watching.
Thank you.